I am Megha. Directions are: read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. 7 dignitaries F, G, H, I, N, O and P are to be seated together at a diplomatic ceremony. They will be seated in a row of 7 chairs, numbered 1 to 7, from front to back. Any sitting is acceptable as long as all 7 dignitaries are seated, 1 in each chair, and the sitting arrangement conforms to the following rules. A. F must sit in the chair immediately behind O's chair. B. G cannot sit in the chair immediately in front and immediately behind N's chair. C. There must be exactly 2 chairs between the chairs of H and P. D. There must be at least 1 chair between the chairs of I and P. E. N must sit in chair 3. Now, the question is, which of the following seating arrangements from chair 1 to chair 7 conforms to the rules? Now, the solution. Let's check option number 1. Here, it's given that F must sit in the chair immediately behind O's chair. So, this, that is, rule A is not followed in 1, so it does not hold. Let's check second one. F must sit in a chair immediately behind O's chair, so it is following. Let's check B. G cannot sit in a chair immediately in front and immediately behind N's chair, so it also follows. There must be exactly 2 chairs between chairs of H and P. So, in between H and P there are 2 chairs, exactly 2, so this also follows. D says there must be at least 1 chair between chairs of I and P. So, in between I and P we do have only one, that is N, so it also follows. E says N must sit in chair 3, so N is there in chair number 3. So, all rules are followed. So, we get our answer as option number 2. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I am Megha. The question is, if F sits in chair 6 and H sits in chair 7, which of the following dignitaries must sit in chair 2? Now the solution, as we have discussed directions for this question in the above one. Now, let these be the 7 chairs. It's given that if F sits in chair 6, so here is F, and H in 7, so here is H. Now, according to rules, let's check what could be the following order. It's given that F must sit in a chair immediately behind O's chair. So, here it will be a O. Next says, G cannot sit in a chair immediately in front and immediately behind N's chair. So, if it is N, G can't be here and G can't be here also. There must be exactly 2 chairs between chairs of H and P. So, if it is H, these are 2 chairs, so here should be P. Now, there must be at least 1 chair between chairs of I and P. So, if it is P, then I could be here, at least 1 chair. And N must sit in chair 3. So, here it's N. The remaining one is G. And G is not immediately ahead of P. So, this is the option. So, at chair number 2, there is I, which is option number 2. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I am Megha. The question is, if the seating arrangement from chair 1 to chair 7 is G, I, N, H, O, F, P, which of the following pairs of dignitaries can exchange seats without violating the rules? Now, as we have already discussed directions for this question in the above ones, so let's have the solution. According to rule C, there should be exactly 2 chairs between H and P. So, H and P can interchange their positions without violating the rules. So, we get our answer as option number 4. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I am Megha. The question is, if O sits in chair 1 and H sits in chair 7, then the number of chairs between F's chair and I's chair must be. Now, as we have already discussed directions for this question in number 1, so let's have the solution. Let these be the 7 chairs. It's given that O sits in chair 1, so it's O, and H in 7, so it's H. Now the rule says N must sit in chair number 3, F must sit in a chair immediately behind O's chair, this is F, and G cannot sit in a chair immediately in front and immediately behind N's chair, so here can't be G. It's given that there must be exactly 2 chairs between chairs of H and P. So, if it is H, it should be P. And there must be at least 1 chair between chairs of I and P. So, this is I and this is P. So one chair is to be filled up by G. So then the number of chairs between F and I is, this is I and this is F. So these are 3 chairs. So we get our answer as option number 4. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे. Hello, I am Megha. The question is, if H sits in chair 4 and F sits in chair 6, then the dignitaries in chairs 1 and 7 respectively must be. Now, as we have already discussed, directions for this question in the above ones. So let's see the solution. These are the 7 chairs. H sits in chair 4. So this is H. F sits in 6. So this is F. And according to rules, N is at 3. F must sit in a chair immediately behind O's chair. So this is F. It should be O. There must be exactly 2 chairs between chairs of H and P. So this is H. F P should be here. And there must be at least 1 chair between chairs of I and P. So this should be I. And as G can't sit immediately behind and immediately ahead of N, so G should be at this place. So chairs 1 and 7 are to be occupied by G and P, which is option number 2. Thank you. करके दिखाएंगे.